from turning a mistress into his second wife, to becoming the highest earning bull rider in history. Here are 10 things you didn't know about JB Mauney. At number 10, for someone like JB Mauney, he obviously has a favorite bucking bull, and that spot belongs to none other than Bushwhacker.
The world champion bucking bull.
Want to see how big he is?
He's been in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal.
The biggest athlete in our sport is not a rider, it's a bull, and his name's Bush.
The bull is considered to be the greatest of all time, and we know the reason why. During his 6-year Premier Series career, Bushwhacker redefined the sport and rose to international fame as a true bull riding icon. In that span, he threw off 64 of his 66 challengers at the Premier level and 84 out of 87 across all levels of competition. And since this bull is considered the greatest, Mauney just had to pick this every time he gets into the elite round.
All went about it. I always figured if I wanted to be the best, I had to get on the best bulls to do it.
Do you think Bushwhacker was your
Of course, he didn't fail, because on August 16th, 2023, Bushwhacker was eventually bested by Mauney.
Can happen. It's over! It's over!
And that right there was a celebration. Beating Bushwhacker was no ordinary achievement, and there's a reason Mauney pulled it off. Because at number 9, I bet you didn't know this cowboy trains relentlessly every morning and pushes himself even harder every evening. I might not have enough clips to prove it, but we're lucky to get a rare glimpse into how Mauney actually trains. A buckrite is a specialized training tool used in bull riding to sharpen a bull's bucking skills, and it's clear Mauney has mastered it. So no, don't buy into what some folks say about rodeo being fake.
When it's in the rodeo, do they speed up the footage? Why is this? Oh, I see. Oh, it's getting serious.
Because the fact is, bull riding is brutally hard, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's 8 seconds of absolute chaos on top of 1,500 to 2,000 pounds of unpredictable muscle, rage, and raw power. At number 8, our favorite cowboy was riding bulls at 13, while I was out here losing battles to my shoelaces. Now with his son, he's passing down the same grit he had as a kid, only this time, he swapped the real bull for something a little less life-threatening.
Look at him go! Look at him go! He's looking at the camera.
Oh wait, scratch that. We're forgetting one key thing. He's raising him the old school way, with grit first and fear left at the gate.
Set up! Set up! Set up!
Hey, stand up.
Mauney's relentless drive to be the best earned him an accolade most can only dream of, because at number 7, he holds the record for the most premier series event wins in rodeo history. Mauney was stuck at 31 event wins for nearly 2 years after winning event number 31 in April 2017. But in March of 2019, riding with a broken leg and torn knee ligaments, Mauney went 3 for 3 in Little Rock, Arkansas. He has moved into a tie with 2-time world champion Justin McBride for the most premier series event wins of all time. It is pretty cool to win that many events, but damn, it has taken me long enough. And it is pretty cool because Justin held the most event wins. To be able to put your name in the hat with Justin McBride says something. At least you get to bask in the glory of being the guy with the most series wins. It must be nice waking up every morning knowing your trophy shelf has a better resume than most people's LinkedIn. Mauney's not just talented, he's practically rodeo royalty, with a horseshoe permanently lodged in his back pocket. And despite being tied with McBride, he still tips his hat to the guy, because even when you share the throne, there's still room for a little cowboy courtesy. That guy there was tough, real tough. I watched how he went about things. No matter how bad he was hurting, injuries, and things like that, he would come back early and he would say, "Shut up, I'm not too hurt to ride." Now, at number 6, JB Mauney has set the record for successfully riding all of the active PBR World Champion bulls during his PBR career. Yep, Mauney did something no rider before or since has managed. You see, these champion bulls are bred to buck riders off in seconds. They're unpredictable, violent, and downright dangerous. And Mauney, well, he conquered them. From bushwhacker to asteroid and everything in between, Mauney treated these so-called unridables like another day at the office. This rare achievement is what elevated him from fan favorite to immortal status. To even get a shot at riding these bulls takes years of climbing the ranks, and to make it to the whistle on each of them, that's a legacy etched in leather and dust. But hey, for the next one, we have Mauney trading the chute gate for the boardroom as a co-owner of one of Rodeo's wildest freestyle bullfighting leagues. While most people thought Mauney would slow down after the arena, he did the opposite. He bought into the action. In 2020, Mauney became a part owner of Ultimate Bullfighters, a fast-growing American freestyle bullfighting organization. UBF puts bullfighters in the spotlight, performing daring moves with bulls in open combat, judged on style, skill, and control. Sounds familiar? Yes, just like Mauney himself. Mauney doubled down on the sport's future by investing in UBF. His involvement brings credibility and exposure to the organization, helping young fighters get their shot while keeping fans engaged with a whole new kind of adrenaline rush. With Mauney at the helm, UBF has grown in popularity, attracting new sponsors, bigger crowds, and a whole new generation of fans. Of course, ownership isn't the only thing close to his heart. Coming in at number 4 is something far more personal, the bull that ended his career and still lives on his ranch. It's one thing to walk away from the sport and another thing to walk past the very beast that ended your career every single day. That's exactly what JB Mauney does with Arctic Assassin, the bull that slammed the door on his riding career. In 2023, Mauney suffered a devastating injury after being thrown by Arctic Assassin, resulting in a broken neck and an urgent spinal fusion surgery. Doctors told him what no cowboy wants to hear. You ride again, and you may never walk again.
So the bull I was on when I broke my neck. So he retired me, and Matt and his partner, they decided that I could have him. They were going to retire him, so they sent him to me, and this is where he'll live the rest of his life.
He's like a big dog?
Like a big dog.
But instead of holding a grudge, Mauney did something only someone with real grit and perspective could do. He brought Arctic Assassin home to live out his days on Mauney's ranch. Arctic Assassin did what bulls are bred to do, and Mauney, true to form, honored that. Now the bull roams his land, a constant reminder of both Mauney's glory days and the fine line between greatness and tragedy. But don't think for a second he's retired from the sport, because at number 3, Mauney came storming back, not to ride, but to lead, as head coach of a PBR team, because you can take the man out of the arena, but you can't take the arena out of the man. And that seems to be true because in 2024, JB Mauney made his official return to PBR, not as a rider, but as the head coach of the Oklahoma Wildcatters. Mind you, Mauney didn't take this job just to wear a headset and clap from the sidelines. Nope. He brings his championship mentality, his war-tested instincts, and his no-nonsense attitude to a squad that's hungry to climb the ranks. Mauney now channels all those years of experience into guiding the next generation of bull riders. With Mauney calling the shots, the Wildcatters got a living legend pacing behind the chutes. And just when you thought you knew everything about him, Mauney's personal life tells a story that's even more layered, especially when it comes to his second wife, who just happens to come from rodeo royalty. Behind the dust and adrenaline of JB Mauney's legendary bull riding career is a personal life that's had its share of twists, especially when it comes to his second marriage. In 2017, Mauney married Samantha Line, a talented barrel racer and the daughter of 5-time PRCA world champion cowboy Phil Line. On paper, it was a rodeo power couple made in heaven, one of the toughest bull riders alive marrying into one of the most respected families in Western sports history. And in 2019, they welcomed their son, further cementing their place as rodeo royalty. But with that kind of spotlight comes whispers. Fans who had followed Mauney since his early days still remember remembered his first marriage to Lexi Wigley, which ended in 2015. The timeline of moving from one marriage to another, especially while juggling a demanding career, cross-country relocations, and a daughter from his first union raised more than a few eyebrows. From Mooresville to Cotulla, and now Stephenville, Texas, Mauney's private life has been anything but quiet. Yet through it all, he's kept his focus, rarely addressing rumors and always staying rodeo ready. But while opinions may be divided on his personal life, there's one number that shuts everyone up. The kind of number that makes even the toughest riders nod with respect. Now, when it comes to cold hard cash, JB Mauney stands alone with a staggering $7,419,474.90 in career earnings. He holds the record for the most money ever made in professional bull riding. No other rider in the PBR has crossed that threshold, and given the physical toll this sport takes, it's likely no one will come close for a long time. Was it easy? It wasn't. Every dollar was earned the hard way, 8 seconds at a time, often ending with bruised ribs, broken bones, and long nights in the hospital. Mauney's riding style tells us that he is not playing it safe. He chose the rankest bulls, took the most dangerous matchups, and put on a show every time. And that show, quite literally, paid off. Endorsements followed, bonuses piled up, and arena after arena filled with fans eager to watch the man who made riding look like war, and somehow walked away the victor. These are the 10 things you didn't know about JB Mauney. If you like content like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.